First of all, happy Indigenous Day, which is every day. Let's get to it. All right, here's why Christianity that was forced on humanity by the Europeans is the worst thing that ever happened to Native Americans and Africans across the whole entire world. Now, my 10th great-grandmother is Mary Kittamaquund, the first princess of the Piscataway tribe that resided in Maryland and DC. She is also known as the Pocahontas of Maryland because their stories are quite parallel. Now, Mary's father, my 11th great-grandfather, is Chitomachen Charles Kittamaquund. And his older brother, my 11th great-grand-uncle, is Juanis Kittamaquund, the first chief of the Piscataway. Now, Murray's father, Chitomachen, was the second, but let me tell you how he became the chief. Now, Juanis was actually the first one to greet the English colonists when they first arrived to the colony of Maryland. He was the first chief of the Piscataway, and he was killed by his brother, my 11th great-grandfather, Chitomachen, because Juanis was weary of the English colonists, and Chitomachen feared that he would war against them. He would create a war. So he killed him in 1634 and became the chief. And one of those colonists was a Jesuit missionary reverend named Andrew White. And he supposedly healed Chitomachen's illness, right? So after healing his illness, Chitomachen converted to his religion, to Christianity. And then eventually a lot of the Piscataway tribes start to follow his lead, right? Now, Chitomachen really just started doing some coon sellout stuff because he sent his 7-year-old daughter, Mary Kittamaquund, to go live with Maryland's governor, Leonard Calvert, and his sister-in-law, Margaret Brent, right? Now, Margaret Brent, she had a brother. He was 38 years old, and she introduced her brother, Giles Brent, to Mary Kittamaquund, 10 years old, and he married her. Now, this is quite different from the Pocahontas because he married her strictly only for really just to take over the Piscataway lands. It was literally just for political. The same with, Pocahontas. It was all political as well too, but different things surrounding it. And Mary was sent off by her father. Like, he initiated the whole thing. Like, Pocahontas' father didn't send Pocahontas off and stuff like that. So, but yeah, he sent his daughter off to learn the English ways, learn English customs, and basically to be a conduit of peace between the English colonists and the Piscataway. And he killed his brother because he thought his brother was going to start a war against these people, who eventually stripped them of their identity and gave them Christianity. Which is why Christianity is the worst thing that ever happened to indigenous people of the world. It literally strips you of your natural, organic beliefs, everything that you're about, and it is forced upon you. Anything that is forced, whether it's relationships, whatever, everything that is forced is not organic, it's not real, it's not gonna last, it's not for you, it's not meant for you. Mary started having kids when she was around 16 years old, so that would have made Giles around 44 years old when they had their first children. And they married and went to different parts of Maryland, Virginia to live. And don't know exactly when she died and stuff like that, but he eventually got remarried to one of his cousins. So screw Christopher Columbus and Columbus Day, because all it represents is the colonization of the indigenous people of the Americas and Africa all across the world. And screw your president who endorses Columbus Day. So all these days just represents genocide and their conquest over indigenous people in their lands. And people wonder why, black people who vote for and support these people like these presidents, man, you are a disgrace. You are truly a disgrace. You don't know nothing about history, obviously. You are a disgrace. So shout out to the ancestors, man, to my Native American blood. And this is the first of many of my Native American stories. Stay tuned.